as you see today. Greetings and salutations, people. Happy holidays. As you can see, I'm solo tonight. I don't have my partner, Mr. TJMD. I said tonight or this morning. This is an impromptu podcast. It's just something I want to get off the chest real fast. You know, as you see, we can go anytime, any day. My soundboard, well, the computer is uploading, so I don't have any music. Duh, go figure. I always need, like I keep telling you guys, man, I need an engineer, but that's coming. It's going to be a big year for As the Crow Flies podcast, people, and I want you guys to be a part of it. But first and foremost, man, I want to tell you guys to go to YouTube, man, hit that like and subscribe, and help us out. As the Crow Flies podcast. Very simple. Hashtag it As the Crow Flies, man. Just don't forget to add the E on the crow, man, and you'll see us. Diamante, happy holidays to you, my brother. But hey, speaking of the holidays, you know, I want to wish everyone a happy holidays. Same to you, Melissa. I want to wish everyone a happy holidays, and you know, I'm up early in the morning, as you can see, doing my other job. I'm not working. I'm doing this. The most important thing I want to talk about today is mental health during the holidays. You know what I mean? A lot of people get stressed out, excuse me, about this, that, and the other. Oh, it's not alcohol today, people. It's too early for the morning for that kind of carry on. But a lot of people get stressed out about this, that, and the other during the holidays. You see a lot of crime rate rises. Domestic violence definitely rises. Suicide rises because instead of being a festive time, it's very stressful, especially for those who don't have money and those who do without. Speaking of which, man, that holiday festival that we did last week, phenomenal. It was a great turnout for the city. It was beautiful. Beautiful. And I think next year it's going to be even bigger and better. So the more people that participate and help, and the people that helped me with the food, you guys were the MVPs, man, because everyone had a plate, everyone had drinks, everyone was full. And when you got a full belly, it helps you enjoy yourself a little bit more. Free haircuts, man. You got Santa, you had the Grinch, you had giveaways, everyone had a toy, man, you had coats. It was something special to behold for the city. And I just want to let you guys know, As the Crow Flies podcast, we were very proud to be a part of that. And hey, next year is bigger and better. With that being said, back to the mental health issues, man. You know, we gotta keep an eye on that because, you know, in the Black community as a whole, it's always been a taboo. And I'm not talking about other communities as well, because it doesn't matter what color you are to have a mental issue. But, you know, in the Black community, it's always been kind of taboo to go see a therapist, to talk about your problems. Now, during the holiday season, that's one stress. Another stress is social media. Social media, I think, adds a lot of stress to a weak-minded individual. I really can't even say weak-minded, because this is what we have become. This is what we've been programmed to be now. We constantly got our heads in our phones. We constantly got, and there's Paul Miller right there, like I just spoke about that. You know, he's the orchestrator of it, man. It was a very beautiful event, and those who missed it, just check out his Facebook post, and you can go to the Elite Braxton Miller Sports Academy page, and you can check it out there as well. It's awesome. But back to what I was saying, right now, if you need help with your mentals, if you're stressed out, if you're depressed, this is a major time of the year for people to be depressed. Reach out. And I'm not saying reach out on Facebook, because that's part of the problem with a lot of people is the social media. Social media has made it's got a good side, it's got a bad side. Like I said, the good side is everyone has a voice. The bad side is everyone has a voice. So if you're going through something right now, social media is not the place to go through it with. It's not, because you're going to hear so many negative things and so many funny things. It's just going to convolute your mind even more. Speak to a professional. If you don't have a professional to speak to, reach out. There's always someone there that can get you the help that you need. And if you don't have the money for it, don't worry about that. That's the least of the worries. And like I was saying, this time of the year is, you don't want to mar it with the issue of negativity, so that every year it's going to replay itself, because this is what it is. And so we have to take care of our mentals. And by doing that, you got to relieve stress. I don't know how, but you got to do it. But right now, this time of the year, I know a lot of people are stressed out. I talk to a lot of people, man. And like I say, we have to stay off social media, number one. That's just my opinion. Stay off social media. Do not allow that to mess with your mind. Number two, like I say, get help. Talk to someone, get it off your chest. And number three, be around loved ones. I know when you're depressed, you isolate yourselves, because we've all been there. Everyone's been there. If you've never been depressed, you're not human. Depression hits you, you don't even know it hits you. I've been depressed. Didn't even know I was depressed. I didn't know I was depressed until I went to therapy and started talking about a lot of stuff, and come to find out I was depressed. I'm like, wow. Didn't know it. Didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to get up. And, you just want to be lethargic and lay around, which I get it. And it's a good thing that, social media was out then, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. And like I tell people, why is social media making you feel this way? Because you're worried about likes or people you don't even know. Think about that, people. Think about that. My dude here might get 3,000 likes. I get 300. I get 30. I get 3. I should be depressed because of that? No. I don't give a damn he got 3,000. That's good for him. But if you're doing it for likes, then you're in it for the wrong business. And I do believe that you can't look at your neighbor and follow their likes. That's the issue with social media, and that's how it affects a lot of teens, I should say. I think there's grown people that go through that as well. I think they look at other people's pages and things of that nature, and like, why are they getting so many likes and I'm not getting any? It's just the way the cookie crumbles. You can't let that bring you down, because if it does, get off of it. You got to quit that narcotic. When I say narcotic, that means a drug. Everything that you do is kind of like a drug. It gives you a high, it gives you a low. That's what life does. Life brings you highs, life brings you lows. It's how you deal with them and how you keep moving forward. But if social media is making your mind, your mental health is bringing it down, you got to get off of it. And it's addiction, because it's in our phones. We all got these smartphones. I was talking to my cousin the other day, and he said he needed a dummy phone. I said, me too. And I think if we all went back to dummy phones, do you know how well the world would be that you could not get on social media until you got home? Just think about how well that would be. If you couldn't get on social media until you got home. Not while you're at work, not while you're driving. You had to get on your computer to get on social media. I guarantee the world will be a better place. I bet a nickel to $10 it'll be a better place. So we got to figure that out. And speaking of social media, there's this thing. Something else I want to talk about. It's Travis Hunter. Oh gosh, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, man. But this young man, he just won the Heisman Trophy, right? He's got a crazy, crazy girlfriend. I mean, who hasn't, right? That's part of growing up. But the thing about it is, there's a lot of people who are putting their nickel and dime in the young man's business, which I get it. They're trying to protect him. But hey, the one thing I've learned, let me fix this towel here, man. Maybe that's why we've been losing. Hell, we've been losing. My mind goes from place to place. But one thing I've learned about being in relationships, someone's going to be happy for you, but there's more who's going to be unhappy with you because they're jealous. They want your position, and okay, and your woman. If you're a man, or if you're a woman and man, you know it. Guys, how many times have you been younger and we go out the dating scene or whatever, you talk to a young lady, two of them like you, the third one, I leave him alone. It's crazy. Crazy girlfriends, man. And listen, you got to stay away. Happy holidays to all you guys out there as well. But the one thing that I want to say is that it's hard to mind your own business when you got social media and you got pictures and you got captions, you got Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. I probably missed a couple. I'm only on YouTube and Facebook, basically. I think I might have an Instagram account, but I don't even use it. I don't believe. The less the better. But I'm on Facebook because of this, and I'm on YouTube because of this. And I also watch YouTube TV, so it's just one of the streaming platforms. But if I posted issues with my wife and Mayo on social media, how many people would comment on that? So just think about that. We're all grown. We're in our 50s and 40s and things of that nature, some 30s. This young man is what, 20, 21? So he's posting, and his girlfriend, she's a couple years older, but she's after that limelight. You can see it. He's got to learn this for himself. And what I've learned is the more private your relationship is, the better off it is for you and your significant other. Because it keeps everybody's nose out your soup. What I'm putting in my soup don't mean what you're putting in yours. You're not eating my soup. I'm eating this. So it's none of your business, but we're grown. We know that. This younger generation, they put everything out there on social media, on these platforms. And so, you're pretty much showing people who you are. You're showing people what your relationship is. And they're going to comment. They're going to have an opinion. So now you got celebrities coming to a young man, which is cool. I get it. Which is cool. I get it. But, man, we got to, instead of doing it on social media, won't you celebrities, you guys go to Boulder, Colorado to watch the games, why don't you just pull that young man aside? I know he's not going to probably listen because we all been there. But if you pull him aside, he can't say you didn't warn him. You didn't talk to him about it. That's what I'm trying to say about that situation because, like I say, we've all been young once. We've all made dumb decisions, and that's all part of growing up. Hell, we make decisions when we're grown. Dumb decisions. So just give a young man some slack. And I know it's not this audience, but it's just something I wanted to speak upon because I think it goes to a lot of things that we do in life. And, I just think we need to give a young man some slack, let him navigate his ways. And what people are saying, she's a gold digger, so she's going to take his money. Well, guess what? That's his money. What they say, a fool will soon part. That's all good. He'll make more. Just let him, but life lessons are, I think more valuable than money. So he's going to learn. He's going to learn if she gets pregnant, whatever. She's going to reveal herself to this young man. And he's going to be like, all right, enough's enough. So that's what I want to say on that topic. And we're talking about, man, I tell you what, the Bengals, they're on a little run. They're picking on me, and because we're in the playoffs. We've got a spot. I think the Ravens got a spot. So the Bengals have to win out, and a couple other teams have to lose out, and a couple teams have to lose one game or so. They had a 10% chance entering the game. I think it's up to 25 now. So they got a chance. Oh man, but these Bengal fans, listen, your defense is garbage. I'm not going to pick on the Bengal fans, but your defense is garbage. And what's up, Andy? How you feeling, man? The defense is garbage. That right there is going to stop you from moving forward. Hey, listen, you can have the greatest defense, the greatest offense in the world, but if you can't stop, you see Cleveland moved the ball up and down on you guys. And I watched that game because that was the only game on TV. My man Mark Hausman was there. I saw him. I was look at Mark. He's always there. But I'm sitting there like, man, Cleveland, if they had a decent quarterback, they would have won. I think they'd have won if they'd have put famous Jameis in. Even with his 20 picks, I think they would have won. They were down there and they just couldn't get it in. But, your offense is prolific. You're going to be but here's the thing about Cincinnati. They make mistakes, right? Here's the mistake they made this year. I'm a Steeler fan, as you all can see. But here's where the Bengals went wrong. They should have signed Jamar Chase. Should have signed him. Reason being, do you understand what's going to cost y'all to sign him next year? He's going to win the Triple Crown. Most receptions, most receiving yards, and touchdowns. And if you haven't paid attention, Joe Burrow, it's feeding him like a baby, man. He's feeding this dude. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but he's feeding him. Feeding him. So I just want you guys to understand that you're going to be, after you pay him, so you're going to lose T. Higgins. Hopefully T. Higgins comes here because we need another receiver. And speaking of the Steelers, man, we have problems with our quarterback. As you see, in Russ, we trust, so they say. I really didn't. Because in the red zone, he's very ineffective in the red zone, and that's hurting us. And it's putting too much strain on our offense. And then our offense has to put strain on the defense. We got to score red zone touchdowns. We have to do that. And another topic I want to discuss, that's sports, man. Listen, NBA rating, NBA's done. You'll see tomorrow they got 5 games, right? You're going to see everybody's going to be watching football. NFL's came through like, you know what? With these ratings dropping like this, let us take it over. And they did. And they're going to take over all the streaming platforms because all the other networks have NBA games. So the streaming platforms are like, you know what? Let's pump this football in there. And they're going to take them down. They're going to take them down, people. And it's just the NBA's fault. Guys want to sit out games, treat the fans like crap. They don't want to participate in anything other than what they want to. Hey, guess what? It's just air. It's just entitled air. Well, money's up. But it's going to come down because without the viewership, without the fans, there's no need to pay all this money for streaming and all that when we're not going to get anything from it. So, just pay attention to that. And there's something else, man. What is going on? I need someone out here who's very intelligent to tell me what's going on with these damn drones. I seen something on the web about some of them getting shot down out west. If anybody's out west, is that true or not? They're getting shot down. They're flying over restricted airspace. I don't know what to think about these drones. I don't know. I don't know if they're alien drones, but they're the size of refrigerators to buses. That's a big ass drone. And what the hell with a drone? And they're not like they told us. They're like personally owned drones. Nah, that's not true. If they were personally owned drones, they'd have been shot down. Whoever was flying over that restricted airspace, you best believe your ass be thrown under the jail. You know better than that. We all know better than that. And I just want to know what the hell's going on with them. And another thing that's added to the stress level is, this transformation of the office, the presidential office. I don't know what's happening. I haven't talked to Trump. I haven't talked to Biden. So I don't know what's happening. But I just hope it's better. I just hope they can ease some of this pain from the bleeding of the pockets. That's all. You ease that pain a little bit. People sleep better when they know their money is stacking instead of lacking. If your money's stacking and rising, you sleep better. Trust me. Then, oh my gosh, I'm losing. You can't sleep. So hopefully that gets resolved. And I did hear of a meeting that Donald Trump wants to have with some liberals. And they all said, you know what? Let's go. So they're having that as Mar-a-Lago compound. So I think that's going to be a good thing. Let's hope and pray that's a good thing. But with that being said, I'm pretty much done for today. This little short podcast to say happy holidays to you, spread a little news and some holiday cheer. It's all about, listen, this here season is not about gifts. It's not about money. It's about love. I know they made it and they commercialized it into that, but that doesn't mean we have to do that. And Andy, who I was spoke about earlier, he was one of the guys that really was the MVP. He helped out majorly, him and his wife, Christy. They did a great job handing the food out last week, like I say. Oh man, we just had a great time. It was work, but it was a great time. And if you guys got anything to donate to the Warming Center, excuse me, the Warming Center is open now on Fountain. I want to say 542 South Fountain, 542, something like that, 517. It's the 500 block of Fountain. You look it up, you'll find it. But if you have gloves, socks, clothing, anything, hats, t-shirts, underwear, pants, shoes, anything that you might have that you're not even wearing, there's a lot of people who are in need that like to wear those. And they would get use out of them. So if you would like to, donate those, that'd be great. And with that being said, I thank you for your support. I want everyone to have a safe and happy holiday. Remember what the true meaning of this season is about. It's not about the money, it's about, helping out. So everybody be safe and have a good time. And remember, take care of your metals, man. And thank you for your support. And I'll holler back at you. Peace. Oh, yeah.
Welcome to As the Crow Flies podcast. Welcome to As the Crow Flies podcast.